Sid the Kid, man, had his 500th career goal yesterday, man. That was pretty dope, and it was against the Flyers, so always good to show, who runs this whole state of Pennsylvania. You know what I mean?
It's 100%. Yeah, Crosby owns the Flyers. And I didn't get to watch it last night. I was busy doing some stuff, and then I had band practice. Mm-hmm. I didn't even check up on the highlights today, so I didn't even know if they won. But it's a pretty cool story how the game played out. They go down 4-2, tied up 4-4. You said they win in the shootout. Or was it overtime or shootout?
Overtime.
It was just in overtime. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I just watched the goal. Yeah. That's like a signature Crosby goal.
It is.
That's like a typical goal.
It is.
Tough angle.
Yeah.
Pinpoint, top shelf.
Hit you with it. Was that luck or was that skill?
Yeah. No, I like that one. I like that one just because it showed how good he could be with that type of shot.
Yeah. I mean, Sid is Sid for a reason. I mean, it's not often that we talk a little hockey, but man, whenever it pertains to the captain, that guy, I always like to bring him up, man, anytime he does something special like that, because 500 career goals is crazy. I think right now they say he's he's behind Lemieux, but by a ton more. Do you think he'll catch
different
him?
Different errors. I don't know what the exact numbers are.
I want to say it was like 160.
He's under
160, 170, yeah.
So he's at what, 33, 34? Yeah. Probably got 5 or 6 years left. Although I don't know if he's going to do the Yager treatment.
What you mean?
I mean, Yager is still playing hockey over in Czech Republic.
Oh, yeah.
But even recently with the NHL,
what, 50 right now? Is he 50?
I think he made it
close. Yeah.
Oh, I think he's probably 50 right now. He's 48, 49. Yeah. But even it's about 3-4 years back, he made an all-star team with the Florida Panthers at like 43. I'm being serious. So like hockey players sometimes,
do you think
the more they age, I could see it. I don't know what it is with hockey players. You could play into your mid-40s, early 40s, and not really miss a beat. I mean, you're seeing with Jeff Carter right now.
That's the part of the game. It's not like baseball where it's really, you don't have the physical running into somebody or hitting the ground and stuff like that. In hockey, I'm like, yo, y'all.
I don't know what it is about hockey. You can age pretty well.
You're like hitting the ground, like, yo, it's physical. Absolutely, man.
I could see it with Crosby, though. I mean, he better be on the Penguins the whole time. We cannot release him at any point.
Oh, no. I agree with you on that. He is our guy.
The problem could be, though, if for some reason his play starts to decline and it's like 40s.
Don't you do that.
No, hear me out. He always does those contracts where it's $8.7 million every year to match his number. So at that point, it's like, oh, man, we might be paying him too much.
Oh, no.
I'm sure
divided by 2, 4.7. We'll give you 4.4 million.
I'm sure he'd play ball. He'd play ball. He'd be fine. As long as he's on the Penguins.
By the time he gets to that part, though, by the time he gets to that.
You got to understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you might have to make a little sacrifice, get one of these young guns in there or something. But yeah, will he catch? I don't know. It's just different errors. That's the tough part. Maybe if he plays into his mid-40s or early 40s, maybe.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been the most prolific goal scorer like Ovechkin throughout his career either. Yeah. But he has some seasons. He'll surprise you, get up in the 40 range.
Well, that's the thing though. Sid is like always just I felt like just well-rounded, just elite on the ice. Whereas when I think of Ovi, I think of he's trying to score every chance he gets. He's a shooter, And I just think that both of those guys are great in their own right, as we obviously recognize them, but they're just different in terms of their skill set, in terms of their mental approach and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say Crosby's better than Ovechkin. Ovechkin's eclipsed Malkin. I think early in their careers, though, you would say...
I used to think Malkin over Ovi.
Oh, yeah, for sure, because Ovi didn't have the cup.
So I was going to say, when did it switch for you? Because for me, it was actually when the Caps did win the cup. That's when I really was like, all right, I'm convinced now. I believe it. He's shown that he can actually do it postseason and carry it and actually, win it.
That's probably the most clear way. Malkin's just been so in and out of the lineup, sometimes lethargic with it. But I think that is the clear point where you could say Ovechkin, because maybe there was a year or two before that, or the years leading up to that cup, you could start making the switch on that, just because Ovechkin's goals have been crazy throughout the years, the amount he scores on a year-by-year basis. But yeah, Crosby for sure, all-time over Ovechkin. People say he's in the mix for like top 3 with Gretzky and Lemieux, even like top 5.
Crosby or Ovi?
No, Crosby.
Crosby, yeah.
Crosby with Gretzky and Lemieux. It's just so hard whenever you look at Gretzky and Lemieux's raw numbers.
Yeah,
they blow Crosby's away.
Yeah.
But everyone's saying trying to get the puck past the goalie now is so much harder than what it was back then.
Now, I wonder why, though. Because I think of because I always try to think of the parallel of NHL to NFL. And I'm like, NFL, we can attest to, man, just 20 years or 10 years ago, it was a lot more bigger body personnel, a lot more run action. And even when we go further back, it was a lot more emphasis on being able to run the ball. And that's why the passing numbers were very down when you're comparing older time frame versus now, where it's like an average quarterback is still going to throw $4,000. And you're like, man, back then that was like leading the league. That was elite. So I always just wonder, like with NHL, what made it shift like that?
Part of me wants to just say the goalies are better. Maybe, you know how in quarterbacks they have quarterback camps from whenever you're like 10 years old.
Yeah, true.
I could see that with goalies. I'm not as much into hockey and the culture, though. I'm just guessing with that.
Got you.
I think the pads are bigger, too. Definitely from what it looks like. So there's maybe a few factors. I have no clue, though. But that's why, even though Crosby's numbers are way less than Gretzky's or Lemieux's, people still consider him in like the top 3 like that.
Makes sense then. Makes sense. Nah, shout out to
Plus the clutch performances in the playoffs. 3 cups even. I mean, Gretzky, he only has 4. So Crosby could catch him, maybe even surpass him.
Catch him, man. Absolutely. Whew. Shout out to Sid, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sid.